Hi everyone. Hello, hello.
Hello, beautiful people.
This is the Flow State Café. We are back this Friday, like every Friday, since a year ago, right? I'm Giselle Queiroz. I'm with Claudius Polo, my partner, on this event that we love. And we are here every week to talk about different topics that helps us to get into this flow state, and this is related to our to the method that we both work. It's a quantum tool, and yeah, we talk about spirituality, a high performance, manifestation, quantum physics, and today we're going to talk about living according to our purpose. But before we get into this main topic, I want to say that we this month today, yes, the okay, September 2nd, we did the first Flow State Cafe last year, and this month we complete a year, right, Claudia?
Woo!
Woo! I'm super happy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the Flow State Cafe anniversary, and I realized it today because Gisele told me, and I'm so happy because this was really like it has been a an amazing year doing this event. Um, with Gisele, my sister, who's on the other
From
side of the
here.
ocean right now.
Yes.
But I think, yeah, we really uh, we started this just for fun, like everything should be, I think, right? And then we kind of got to know a lot of people through this event. Um, and we kind of create a community in a way, right? And we've learned a lot from each other, from you guys. And so yes, I mean, it's an important day. Yeah. And
It
therefore we have
is.
presents.
Yes, super powerful presence for you.
Hmm.
And we're super thankful for your presence, for everyone who is following us through this year. And we prepared this special surprise this month.
Hmm.
We're gonna have 60% discount in ours. I have like a program for that we gonna have um, 4 week. It's a 4 week program that we're gonna work on your self confidence and the connection with your intuition. And at the end, you're gonna have a 30-minute session, a follow up, so we can work a little bit more on self confidence and the connection with your intuition. So if you are interested, get in touch with me, send a message. And Claudia also have another present.
Oh yes.
Let us
Well, I
know.
have a big event starting tomorrow. So we have um tomorrow there's a master class. It's called how to boost your performance up to 500%. So mainly is on gonna be on flow state, on this quantum physics approach to flow state, let's say a holistic approach to flow state, which is completely different from probably anything you have heard so far. Yeah, so if you want to come to the masterclass, you have to be willing to let go everything you think you know, because I'm gonna show that there's a lot more. And then it's gonna be tomorrow at 3 p.m. Well, it's Central European time, and on Sunday at the same time, I will do a reprogramming, a subconscious group reprogramming. Yes, so that's going to be a very nice present. And then on Sunday, I will let you know about the 60% discount I have on a 4 week course that I'm about to launch. Yes, so where you can start to reprogram yourself. Um, with meditation and observation, actually. Yeah, not with energetics, but it's also another way. So having said that, if you want to know more, join the masterclass tomorrow, and on Sunday. And yes, a lot of cool things happening. Yeah, and also a lot of
Yeah.
events. I'm gonna join the World Football Summit this September 19th in Spain. It's gonna be. I'm gonna go, and also I'm gonna start the new course. So well, we're creating a lot of stuff, a whole platform for people that want to learn these type of things, and new programs for high performance and so on. So yeah, looking forward to so many things, so many things.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And all of this is happening because you are connected with your purpose, right, Claudia?
Oh, of course. You are too.
We both. And this is the topic that we are going to talk today.
Mhm.
So we believe that everyone is here to serve all the others.
Yeah.
And how? And we are here to serve because we understand that the main reason of the human existence is relationship,
Mm.
right? I can't exist only if you exist, actually. Like I know myself, and I through the relationships I have, even like with my parents, my family, my friends, my lovers, my kids. So through these relationships, we understand who we are and all our potential and gifts that we have also. And it's a balance between this relationship with the external world and the internal world. The relationship with ourselves
Hmm.
is also very important.
Hmm. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
it. How you feel,
Yeah. Yeah.
Claudia?
Totally. I think it's it's once you understand you're part of a huge thing, because this is what we are. We are all part of a huge system, right? um and we're all serving through our actions and so on. Yes. And even when we think we are not, even when we think we're not, I was talking with a volleyball player, yes, the other day. um and she told me, I'm playing volleyball, but I feel I'm not serving. And I was like, okay, so how many people come to watch you playing? She told me a lot. Yeah, so you are playing. While you're praying, you're making those people happy because they come to see how you play, right? So even when we think we are not, we are. And so the idea is that whatever you're doing makes you feel good, and because you feel good, you feel fulfilled, um, you are actually serving others, right? And it's kind of one way and the other, I would say. So we are all part of a huge system, and you kind of understand that when you start to contemplate nature. You see that everything works perfectly. It's a perfect machines, and everything works perfectly. When you want look at your body, it's the same, right? When you understand how nature works, and then you look at your body, it's just an extension of nature, your body, right? And every single part of your body is
We are
perfectly
nature.
working, right?
Yeah.
And they create something bigger, and it's like the atomic dynamic, actually, but if we think about it, right? So you have the
Hmm.
quantum particles that get together, they form the atoms get together, they form matter, and everything that is matter is part of the whole thing, and it serves anything. So I don't know, it's just a way to see things, right? We're going
Yeah,
uh
for sure. And this also, I think what put all of this together, the
mhm,
main thing that like life go flourish, and like it's all about love.
mhm,
And this love also is money. Like, for example, when you talk about purpose, when
mm,
you do what you do
mm,
with love,
mm,
and then this is the sign that you are doing something that is related to your purpose
Yeah,
also,
yeah, of course, of course.
right?
Obviously, when something, you don't have to be, not necessarily driven to help others, but the best way to help others is making yourself happy, actually. And it's not about being selfish, I think. It's like once you're happy, then you can help others and then you can serve, right? But if you're not, uh, it's actually not gonna work. Right?
Yeah, that's the thing. This is when we're talking about the relationship with the external world and the relationship with yourself, that
Mm,
will feed, that will nurture
mm,
the how you nurture yourself. It's how you're gonna nurture the external world or
mm.
also,
Yeah,
right? And then
yeah,
prioritize yourself
yeah.
and take care of your time. And like, if you just think about work all the time, you don't take care of, don't spend time doing things that you like, that you love, that you feel inspired, for
Mm-hmm.
example, like that gives you pleasure, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you're not getting contact with your inner self or with your inner, desire, with your deepest desire.
Mm,
Because if you only work is because, and then you feel drained and then you don't feel happy with what you're doing, there's
mm,
something wrong. And then you should like make a step
mm. Yeah,
back and recreate
yeah,
your habits, create
yeah.
new habits, and do this work, uh, spending time with yourself and doing different
Mm-hmm.
things also
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that makes
Exactly.
you happy.
Exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Totally, totally. It's important to, when it comes to purpose, it's important, to kind of be connected and with your higher self, because otherwise we get disconnected and we start to do things for the wrong reasons, right? So it's kind of important. Also, yeah, once you said before, the habits are important, right? The habits that you have are important, and they kind of uh you know when you sometimes we need to change habits, right? um and so doing things, for example, that are completely different from what we are used to, because they create new neural connections, new neural networks. This is also good. So yeah, I mean, doing different type of things. Hmm?
Yeah, like for example, going to different parks, reading books with different subjects, learning
Mm,
something new,
yeah,
something that you is completely different of what you're doing.
yeah,
That,
yeah,
going to different places to understand, that you're used to. So this
yeah.
type of things creates new connections, new neuron connections in
Neural
your brain,
networks, yeah. Also,
neural
because once
networks.
you are there, once you are like doing, you are in that state, and you're doing different things, you start to access to new information and creativity, and so it kind of is refreshing. Hmm? Than
Hmm.
always doing the same thing. And so that's when you kind of understand and get to know yourself more and what you like and what you don't. So that's, obviously, is helping you. It's going to help. Um, but then when it comes to purpose, many people think purpose and they instantly think about the career, yeah, the job.
Hmm.
It doesn't have necessarily like, I don't think, obviously, if you can monetize it, it's great. If you can monetize it whatever you want and you like doing, it's great. But sometimes you can't. And if you think about this, I think sometimes you can't. For example, let's say that someone, um, that her purpose is being a great mom. Yeah, you can find a way to monetize it, maybe, like coaching other moms and blah blah blah, of course. But then it goes beyond that, because I think money is just something artificial. Why we are not? We are human beings that came on earth, yeah, since the very beginning, to to just, create things and so on, and money was just invented afterwards. um, and so we kind of have to adapt our nature to this system, right? And so
Mhm.
I don't think, don't get frustrated if you cannot monetize whatever you love to do it, and probably there's always a way. There are always ways, obviously. Sometimes we just can't see it because of our limitation, or because external conditions sometimes obviously can be difficult. But I think many people that think about, I don't know my purpose, and so they end up doing a job that they don't like. But maybe, if you find something that you like, that you really like, outside the work, outside the work environment, then maybe you can actually, so like in your free time, you can actually, the work doesn't have to be lived in that conditions. You can actually change the way you live your work, the time at work, because you found something that you like in your free time. And so your work allows you to have money to invest in your free time in that particular thing that you like. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a client like that. She works.
uh
She actually likes what she does, but not her. She's not in love with that. But
uh
she is very conscious about the money that this work that she does gives to
yeah,
her, because she loves to travel. She loves to do different things. She loves to go, you know,
yeah,
to meet people from all over the world, and through this work she can do what she
yeah,
likes. And
exactly. The problem is that when you're doing a work that you don't like and you don't have anything else, that in that case it becomes a problem, right? And it can be
yeah.
depressing.
Hmm.
um, but oftentimes people can access to their purpose because of their limitation, meaning, for limitation, those conditionings that are the glasses, the frame through we watch reality,
Hmm.
right? So for example, let's say, maybe you're doing a normal 9 to 5 office job, you don't like it, and then maybe you would love to be a singer, but you don't even start learning um, singing because you cannot imagine yourself doing that, because deep down in your unconscious you don't feel able to do it, and so you just spend your life being unhappy because you're never going to start, right?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
and then you don't know that your actually real purpose is singing. You don't even, you cannot access to that because of this frame that you're watching reality through. You've been conditioned, right?
exactly. Because you don't, yeah, you cannot project that, because there are these blocks that
Mm.
you cannot connect
Yeah,
with the purpose.
exactly, exactly. And
Because
so, hmm,
yeah, because this we actually live in a society that teaches you that you should go to the university and do this all these steps to,
mm,
to be part of this, as we said at the beginning, the whole thing,
yeah,
this artificial system that makes
yeah,
us
yeah,
disconnect from who we really are. So
mm,
this self development is so important. That's why self development is so important for us to connect with our inner desires, well, with
mm,
our deepest desires, because
mm,
I think only through this process we can unblock this frames, this distortion of reality that
mm,
we have. And when you cannot see ourselves singing, for example, as you said, when
yeah.
you do this, your inner work, you're going to start to open to
Your
expand
vision.
your vision.
Yes. Because yeah, totally, totally. And also, and some people are connected to their purpose, but there are so many conditioning that at some point they don't enjoy what they're really doing, they don't enjoy it anymore. And so maybe you were born to be, um I don't know, a painter. Yes, actually, we're it's kind of interesting. Maybe you were brought to be a painter, yes, to be an artist, for example, let's say an artist, and the moment you start get the art into the system, so they actually start to pay you, then you feel the pressure of becoming successful, yes. And so that same pressure, because it's a conditioning, obviously, that same pressure actually is going to make you stress, and you cannot connect with what you are here to give with art anymore, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe there aren't people that are connected with the purpose, but because of all this conditioning, they start to feel stressed and they can't connect anymore with what they like to do. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know. You're talking about this the art thing. I went to an art exhibition for, oh, just forgot his name. There was this artist that he was fully connected with his painting. He knew it, but he could never monetize his
Uh-huh.
art, and he got very famous after Van Gogh, and he got very
Oh,
famous after he died, actually.
wow.
But don't know if you know the story. But he today, like, lots of people know him, and he's a reference. But and he was, until the day he died, he was connected with his, what he believed, that what his purpose, for example.
Mm,
And
mm,
then his um what he left, like the all his art and all that, what the meaning of that reflects in our society today, like, but that was like after, but that's but what we want is on this lifetime connected to
mm.
that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But it's very interesting. Yeah, definitely. I mean, to my experience, once you're connected with the purpose, like, and there's nothing else, you're just doing anything you want to do, and just it flows, bam, bam, bam. Yeah. But it's not that easy, and it's not easy because we are in this system, in this society where everybody has to produce, yes. And so this pressure of having to produce, having to achieving, having to, oftentimes just create some disconnection from what your soul really wants, and what, and what are and what you are expecting, or these type of things. It gets a bit more complex. But when you find your purpose, or when you know what you want to do, when you know what you're here for, how you're going to serve others, once you know that, wow. Nothing stops you, literally.
Yes. And that, but that's the thing, we that's why we're talking about this. Well, I think one of the main reasons is the amount of people who are feeling lost and who cannot see it. It's so many. It's a lot of
Mm-mm.
people, and all this blockage is not created by only yourself, but like this
Mhm.
these external words that we
Mhm.
live.
Mhm.
And we are here to remember you that, just to do this habits, and also, create new habits that makes you
Mhm.
connect to yourself, to your heart, to your healthy, your mental health.
Yeah.
And this is all about, also, like, we're living in a society that it's damaging our mental health by this, uh, like, asking you to be so productive all the
Mm.
time, you
Mhm.
know and
Yeah.
if you're not that on that, like, rhythm, you feel guilty, or you feel bad, or if you're not doing what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do, like, for example, um in your job, you
Yeah,
know
yeah, 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 totally, totally, exactly. So we need to decondition our mind from this type of, there's just stories that the mind tells you, but the moment you get into that, you actually start to create reality from that, from that perspective, right? If you think that deep down, you're not going to make it to finish everything that you have to do, eventually this is what you're creating, right? And it's not as simple as saying, okay, you have to think differently. Oh, it doesn't come from the conscious mind. It's just way deeper. Yeah. And so that's what we see with our work.
Deprogramming the
Yeah,
subconscious
deeper.
mind.
Yeah, but nowadays we have new tools that are way quicker, and we can resolve everything like in just a couple of seconds, right?
Yeah, it's about
uh,
this quantum
oops.
tools and this um, new things that are happening from the on the last 50 years started to have a big change in the self development world with energy work that's
Yeah,
coming, that starts to shift. And in the last 10 years I think it accelerated how we can um, change our subconscious mind so much quicker than 20, 50 years ago. And
yeah,
it's possible to do it.
yeah. I was thinking about this before. I was like, actually, this is not new. What we do, it's not new, but it's been there for I think about 20 years now, for sure, at least. But I think just people weren't ready for that. I
No,
think it's just that.
no, I think that I have like there's so many people in the world. There are so many people, millions,
Yeah.
billions of people, and
Yeah.
the change is happening, you know, and then it can be slow at the beginning, but and there is a point,
Yeah.
like now, like the times, like it's getting faster and
Yeah, now,
much more.
yes.
A lot of people are getting new information, this type of information that we are in touch, for example. Much
Hmm.
more people are connecting with that,
Hmm.
and there is a process, or anything that's different that's from what we know.
Hmm.
Sometimes uh, it's so far away, from like we were talking about, like deprogram the
Hmm.
unconscious mind. So to sometimes you have so many levels of programming, like
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that blocks you to
Yeah.
understand this type of information.
Yeah. No, I was just telling you, I was just saying that I think just the reason why this didn't like came up before is because just people weren't ready for this. But now people are. Now people are ready. This is the change. Um, you know,
They're Yeah, they're getting,
yeah,
a lot
they're
of
getting
people are
there.
getting.
You're getting there, guys. You're coming. So having said
Yeah, and
that,
if you are here listening to this, you are ready.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you should come tomorrow because I'm gonna explain you what is this all about to the masterclass. Yes. In the case you want to know more, just message me later, and I
Yeah,
will
tell a little bit more,
explain.
because it came new people to listen to us on LinkedIn.
Mm.
So do you want to explain a little bit more how it's gonna
And
work?
about the masterclass is going to be tomorrow at 3
Uh-huh.
p.m. Central European Time, and on Sunday same time. But it's going to be two different. Tomorrow is going to be. I'm going to explain about the quantum physics approach to this. To flow. Um, why? And I'm going to explain a little bit about why with energy we can instantly reprogram our mind. And then on Sunday I will do a whole experience group reprogramming experience for everyone. So yeah, this is what is going to happen.
Nice.
Yeah.
And again, this month we are celebrating a year of the Flow State Café.
Mm.
And this is what Claudia just said, is one of our surprise for this month. And I also have this program for 4-week program with 4 different reprogramming audios that was gonna work. That's gonna be focusing on your self confidence and the connection with your intuition. And after these 4 weeks, you're gonna have a
Mm-mm.
follow up session, 30-minute sessions with me and and it's going to be online. So this month, you're going to have 60% discount on this program. So send a text to me if you are interested. And I think for today,
Mm-hmm.
about purpose, how do you feel? Do you have anything to add, Claudia? About
I would just say, yeah, I mean, I would just, say that just don't get overwhelmed if you're, because I know a lot of people right now, and I think it's because of, many people are kind of realizing this. Many people are around me are realizing that they kind of, they don't want to do the same job anymore. They want a change in their life, which is totally normal. Don't get stressed because of that, because it's part of this. The consciousness of people, of humanity, is raising right now, meaning that we are connecting more to our um, inner self, to our higher self. And so, or any type of crisis in this sense, it's good, and it's just gold if you know how to transform it. Yes, and if you have tools to, access to your intuition, listening to yourself, because like everything is going to flow the moment you connect with that. And sometimes it can be scary, when you go through this purpose crisis. It can be scary because you kind of have to let go everything you've built so far, to go into something that maybe is completely different. But because you are listening to yourself, you're going to create alignment naturally, and everything is going to flow. Yeah, so we need to connect with trust when we're going through this type of crisis. Yes, and really, like, because we work with energy, we know how, like, energy rules everything, literally. This is what I'm going to teach it in the course too, that I'm launching. And literally, uh, energy it rules everything. And once you understand how energy works and these principles, like, it cannot fail, but you need to get rid of the noise that your mind is telling you, because those are all stories. Just connect with your heart, with your intuition, with what your heart really wants. Yes, and don't listen to the mind. The mind is just blah blah blah. Right? So,
yeah.
creating alignment allows you to create outside conditions that are going to help you, inevitably. Yes, inevitably. The problem is when you are not listening to your heart, and you are letting yourself, driven being driven by the ego, by what you should. Whenever you feel I should, oh no, don't just remove it. Never listen to the word I should. Whenever your mind is telling you I should, no, it's an external authority. It's not yourself. And so whenever you're not listening to yourself, there's going to be a problem and issues. Simple as that.
Whoa, love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I think you said everything that was in my
Mm-hmm.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I think we are okay for today. If anyone wants
Yeah.
to ask a question or have a contribution here on LinkedIn, you
Mm-hmm.
can raise your hand
Some new
and we are
people
here.
today. Not many. I didn't promote this much this week. I didn't have time, so there are not so many people today. But good people I
Mhm.
can see. There's Joshua here. um, Miss Kim Greif. Okay. Well, welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
Hello, Joshua. Hello, everyone. So
um,
yes, just in the case you want to come to the masterclass tomorrow, just send me a message. I'll send you the link. Hope to see you tomorrow and on Sunday. Sunday is going to be a big thing, because it's gonna help you a lot. You will see pure magic. It's gonna happen. But yes, and we will be here next Friday for sure, right? Thank you so much
yes.
for coming. Also, something else. I also have a high performance habit guide from a holistic perspective that I created. In the case you want the link, you can just join it. Just download it. And so yes, that's it. I think for today we're done, right?
Right. I think we're done and it was
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone, and see you next Friday.
Thank you. Bye bye.